Hey guys doing? I'm live. I want to do some bed rant. Yeah, I did the Oliver Tree tribute because he just died. I just heard he died, and so I thought, man, why don't I do a tribute to him? I never heard his music before. I hadn't even heard his music until yesterday. So the 3 songs I did, I did the best I couldn't remember all the words and try to get the chords right and just try to sing the best I could, so that was a tribute to Oliver Tree. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It's not my style. It's not my style of music, really. It's like not my wheelhouse, but just because he died, I thought I would do it. And because, I don't know, just to do something different, and tribute that he, because he died. I want to talk about something that might be cool. Well, I'm gonna revisit the Christian thing, but I'm gonna do it with a slightly different twist. I don't think this Christian story is true, but let's say it is. Even if it's true, okay, even if Christ lived, okay, which I highly doubt, but what if he did? I think Christians have the wrong motive. I think that by saying, first of all, they're double-edged swords accepting Jesus as Lord. First of all, it means you're a piece of shit because Jesus is the only thing that matters. So it's really bad for a person's self-esteem to believe in Jesus, first of all, even if it's true. It's not good for your self-esteem because if Jesus is so great, why am I here? What good am I? What's the point of my life? None. Jesus did it all. Well, that's a very negative doctrine, very negative spin on life and spin on reality. And I disagree with it for that matter. I disagree. I don't think Jesus even existed. And if he did, and if he did, I don't worship him because I have enough problems with myself. I have enough things to do myself without having to adulate this other dude. Doesn't help me. Hell or no hell, I don't care. Second thing it does, it's got a double-edged sword to it. Second thing it does, which seems like the opposite direction, but it's there too, is, well, if Jesus did it all, I can do anything I want. Who cares what I do? I can do anything. I don't even have to be a good fucking person. I can just do whatever I want and I can be an asshole. I can carry a gun and shoot people that come in my yard and say, Jesus loves you, pass it on. What do I care what I do? Jesus did it all. I can do whatever the fuck I want as long as I'm going to heaven. I don't give a shit. That's the other side of it. Lack of responsibility. Lack of having to do anything. No, you can do whatever you want because you're saved in your eyes. And that's very negative doctrine. And I don't believe that either. I'm the things I do. Not just, oh my gosh, I believe this story, so I'm going to heaven, now I can kill people. I don't believe that. Nor do I believe that Jesus is so great, he did everything, I'm a piece of crap. I don't believe that either. And even if it's true, I refuse to act on it. I refuse to fall into either of those two traps and actually fall for the story. Even if it's true, I don't have to believe it. I have free will. And I choose not to believe it, even if it's right in front of my face. I don't care if Jesus came right in front of me. I would just say, well, get away from me, you apparition of madness. I don't need Jesus. I don't want Jesus, and I have nothing to do with him, except to oppose him. In which case, I might be the Antichrist. If there's a Jesus, then I might be the Antichrist. But it might not be because I've been reading about it. And it's so supposedly he's from the Middle East or something, and he's from Europe, or he's from Arab nations, or he's from Jews, or somewhere over there in Europe, and I'm over here in America. So far that doesn't seem to pan out. If the book is right that I'm reading, it's called The Antichrist. Introduction by forward by Kenneth Copeland, written by somebody I don't remember his name. I could get the book, but it's outside, so whatever. So some of those details, if that book is right, maybe I can't be the Antichrist because I'm a lowly American. Well, we'll see. Whatever. Aren't we living in a one world type of we're all one because of social media today anyway. What does it matter if you live in Europe or if you live in America? What's the difference? It's all social media anyway. It's all internet defined. Plane ride in 6 hours, I'm in Europe. So fucking what? Who cares? But then again, that's me. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he has to be born in Europe. He has to be some kind of person over there, and I wouldn't have anything to do with it. But maybe those assholes that wrote the book don't know what they're talking about. I don't know, but it's an interesting book. I'm reading it for information, not necessarily I have to believe everything I'm reading, but I'm just reading it so I can know more than I did before I started reading it. So anyway, there's that. So I've been doing some good work on my black guitar. I think it's going to stay in tune now, but then again, I don't know that. But I've did some progress in that department, and plus I learned about guitars in the process of doing that. Would you like to hear it? First of all, I fiddle with the strings while the nut was locked, which is not good. It stresses the nut. So there's that. So that started the problem, but that's fixable. Just don't do it again, type of thing, and straighten it, tighten it more each time, and just try to get over the trauma. I've been through trauma myself, so it's no anything unusual. My guitars can't go through it too. But then when I was doing it, or somehow the pin came out of the bridge, and I thought, oh, what's this? A pin. And I stuck it in, and I think I stuck it in wrong. There's 4 ways to stick it in, and only one of them is right. So I might have stuck it in wrong, in which case it would cause it to come out easier than the others. And sure enough, twice while I'm playing, it's just come right out of the bridge. Didn't break in the middle of the string, it just came out of the bridge. And that likely is because I put the pin in wrong, because I didn't know how to put it in, and I didn't know it mattered how to put it in. Both those things. Turns out you put it in, it's like a square or like a cube or like a oblong rectangular cube. I mean, rectangular, whatever. What's a rectangular cube called? I don't know. There might be a word for that. I don't understand. And it goes in like this. And on one side, it's got a little indentation on the bottom or on the top or on either, it could be on either side if you flip it over. And that indentation has to go to the right and on the bottom, so that the pin that comes through when you lock the thing goes into that hole and helps it stay in better. If you put it upside down, you're hitting flash steel. Put it backwards, upside down or right side up, you're hitting flash steel, and it's going to slip out. I think I just put it in wrong. Evidence, they came out twice. So I looked at it this time, and it was hard to get out of there, actually. When I had it in wrong, it was hard to get out. Finally, I got it out, and I saw what I was actually doing. And now I got it in where it's down, the pin, the hole in the thing is down and to the right. So that little thing will go right in. I think it's better now. I'm going to do a jam in a little bit, maybe. Just let me meditate a little or rest or whatever it is I do. And we'll see if it comes out again. I don't think it will. I think it's better. I know it's better. I'm almost sure it's better. I think it's good enough. It won't come out again. I think it's okay. But I didn't know that before. That's how you learn shit, right? That's what the song Crash and Burn came from. Me and the moderator were talking about how guys learn, and one of us said, yeah, we just learn by fucking up first. And someone said, yeah, I think I might have said, but who knows? If you want to live life on your own terms, you've got to be willing to crash and burn, Motley Crue lyric or something. Or maybe it's just an idea that Madry might have thought of it too. He might have thought of the whole idea. I don't really remember. But one of us thought of it. We have to crash and burn, and that's how we learn. And since that's a rhyme, crash and burn, it's how we learn. I wrote a song about it. And I regretfully, I deleted it one time because I thought it was too moderator-ish and didn't have enough guitar. And I regretted that because I realized, oh, it's just different. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with being different? It's just a different thing. And it was cool. It does have my guitar in it. So I re-uploaded it, but I had deleted it with a bunch of views on it. I didn't mean to do that. I won't do it again. From now on, once Matter and I load something, I'm not touching it. I don't care what my emotions are at the time. I shouldn't have deleted that. It had like 1.7 thousand views, and I just scratched it. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. But you can't undo that. But again, you're only human, and you don't just learn from it and don't do it again and realize what your mistake was. Learn from that and don't do that again. It's the best we can do, you know. I can't go back into a time loop and go, well, I'm not going to delete it this time around, by golly. It doesn't work that way. I deleted it, but I put it right back when I realized that was stupid of me. So there's that. We have a new channel called JIMMORRISON666. It's my third YouTube channel. The moderator has access, complete access to it. I gave him the password and everything. So he can put anything he wants on there. I'm going to, it'll still be on my internet thing or whatever you call it, but he has control. So I can put shit on too, but I'm going to try not to do that because I want him to feel like it's our channel, me and his. He's going to put our material on there or whatever he wants. I hope he doesn't, you know, within reason, you know, we'll make it our unscathed channel, our band channel. I put one video on of my own from the party of me jamming Eruption, just to put one thing on there and make sure it works, make sure it can hold a video, make sure everything's all right digitally. But then the rest, you know, Matter can do it. JIMMORRISON666, a practically new YouTube channel. I've had it on there for a while, but I haven't put any content on it. I've never recorded on it or anything until just putting that one video from the party on. That's all it's got on this one video. So, yeah, I said I was going to talk about something interesting. Was that it? Does that qualify so far? Maybe not, maybe. I watched a cool video. I don't know if I want to go into it, but it talked about why certain people don't age as fast as others. It has to do with your spiritual, mental, psychological choices you've made and the way you've chosen to live. And I don't want to get into it too much because it just sounds like yeah, right, Jimmy, sure. Or it could sound like I'm preaching to people. I don't mean to put people down or talk to people badly. But it's based on the research of Carl Jung, the psychologist, Jung, not Young. He had some interesting ideas about how people age and what makes people age or not age. And I seem to fit the bill for aging well. But I don't want to go on about it. I don't want to make it sound like I'm bragging about myself or preaching to anybody and telling people what to do or how to think. I don't want to do that. So if you want to check out the video, if you find it, check it out. If it's cool. If you think it's not your thing, then don't. But it's interesting to me. And I watched the whole thing. So it's cool. Love you guys. Peace, love, and rock and roll.